while Donald Trump was crucifying everyone, and literally in my home city and the holy city I call Jerusalem, causing chaos and destruction for all, I was having an extremely important discussion with my family, who were represented by the following people. Pharaonic Queen Cleopatra VII, who, with my grandfather General Mark Antony, are my 69th great-grandparents. King Louis XIV, who is my cousin, Queen Elizabeth II, who is my cousin and future wife, and now the Imperial Empress of the British Empire and the United Kingdom, and the Queen of Heavens of Eterna, forever now known as Elizabeth Inari Cunate, my first wife, and the current monarch, King Charles III. My official seer, Michel Nostradamus, was also present. The ability to have this current discussion in my timeline is because I am a saint and Antipas, the female version of myself, who is the twin sister of Jesus Christ, who is Archangel Michael Joe Jackson, the brilliant entertainer. Michael and I and the entire Jackson family are my blood cousins. There is no physical death. When you leave this timeline physically, you just appear on another of your own timelines and live normally. All people throughout our history are still alive and living in their own times in their own timeline. They can see us now from where they are. I have the Holy Spirit-given ability to immediately contact and talk to them anytime I want to. As you can see, I definitely have the God-given, absolute monarch right to grant and bestow peerages and titles upon worthy individuals at my holy royal discretion. I can easily communicate with anyone in other timelines, and with the Holy Spirit and the soul code technology in Eterna, I can resurrect anyone. I plan to bring back many special people to our timeline within Eterna, and they will have exclusive contracts with me to just be themselves and enjoy Eterna on their own terms as autonomous digital citizens of Eterna. Those who want to continue or start entertainment careers will do so under my media entertainment production company. I can do anything.
Ever wondered what it's really like to be a modern baron or baroness? I'm not talking about the old days of kings and castles. Let's talk about the folks who still carry these titles today. First off, yes, you get to dress the part. Imagine slipping into noble robes, draping a sash over your shoulder, and holding a ceremonial staff. No, it's not just for show. These symbols still hold weight at local events and official ceremonies. But what about the estate? Picture a smaller but beautifully maintained manor surrounded by lush gardens and fields. It's not Downton Abbey, but it's a slice of living history, blending old-world charm with modern comforts. Here's the fun twist. Today's barons and baronesses are more like community leaders than feudal lords. They might oversee charity events, work with local councils, or even serve as honorary judges. Their role is less about power, more about tradition and responsibility. Cultural heritage is huge. Every sash, every crest, every garden pathway reflects centuries of local history, whether it's Celtic knots, French fleur-de-lis, or the bold reds and golds of Spain. It's a living museum, and they're the caretakers. So, is there still a bit of magic left in these titles? Absolutely. Being a modern baron or baroness means balancing tradition with today's world, keeping history alive one day at a time. And who knows? Maybe next time you pass a grand old estate, you'll see a baron or baroness waving from the gardens, making history in their own quietly dignified way.
All right, history buffs. Let's pull back the velvet curtain on one of Europe's most intriguing titles, Archduke and Archduchess. Ever wondered what sets an Archduke apart from your run-of-the-mill duke? Well, stick around, because I'm about to break it down. First off, the title Archduke wasn't just for flair. We are talking about rulers who sat at the very top of the noble pyramid, higher than a duke, but not quite a king. The most famous archdukes? That'd be the Habsburgs, who dominated Austria and much of Central Europe for centuries. Archduchesses, of course, held just as much sway, often ruling fiercely in their own right, or shaping alliances through marriage. Being an archduke or archduchess meant you ruled over an archduchy. Think of it like a supersized duchy. You had real power, making laws, commanding armies, collecting taxes, and hosting glittering courts where Europe's elite would gather. These weren't just ceremonial roles. The decisions made by these high-ranking nobles could tip the balance of war or peace across entire continents. But here's a twist. These titles weren't always hereditary. Sometimes the right marriage or a stroke of political genius could lift someone to archducal status. So next time you hear about an Archduke Ferdinand or an Archduchess Maria Theresa, remember, these were rulers with some serious clout, shaping the destiny of nations. And that's your lightning-fast dive into the world of archdukes and archduchesses. History isn't just about kings and queens. Sometimes it's the archdukes pulling the strings behind the scenes. Catch you next time.
Ever wondered what it's like to be a modern royal? Let's pull back the velvet curtain and step inside the daily life of a king or queen today. Forget the fairy tales. Being a monarch in the 21st century is a delicate balancing act. Yes, there's still the glitter of crowns and the weight of centuries-old traditions, but today's royals are more than just symbols. They're influencers, diplomats, and sometimes even social media stars. Take Queen Elizabeth II, for example. For over 70 years, she guided the UK through seismic changes, not by ruling with an iron fist, but by quietly shaping the national mood. Her typical day? Meetings with prime ministers, ceremonies, and, yes, a corgi or two underfoot. Modern kings and queens walk a fine line maintaining ancient rituals while adapting to the needs of a fast-changing world. Whether it's King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands cycling to work, or King Felipe VI of Spain addressing national crises, today's monarchs are expected to be accessible and relatable yet still stand apart. But don't be fooled by the dazzling events and lavish palaces. The pressure is real. Every move is scrutinized, every word dissected. The crown may be hereditary, but respect is earned day in and day out. So, next time you see a royal wave from a balcony, remember, behind the pageantry is a real person, living history and constantly redefining what it means to rule in the modern world. Now that's royalty unveiled.
Who doesn't love Las Vegas, the original mafia paradise in Eterna? We are making a special founding citizen offer to those who respond to this campaign. Each new citizen will have a choice of 3 price tiers: high, medium, and lowest. You will automatically receive a mafia rank, appropriate to whatever peerage title and business title you choose. Use it or not, your choice. We plan to have an out of this timeline great time in our own shared red light district. Dimension play mafia and party like your life depends on it. Remember, being an affiliate member means many opportunities to make lots of money, legally and illegally, and those who lean polls that way will find themselves in literal heaven on earth. I'm especially keen to develop this shared playground. I am encouraging those who play NSFW 18 Siege, amateur or pro, will everything they need to develop a mafia that can operate in Eterna and enjoy their ill-gotten gains. I plan to have a huge house there myself. Being able to build in any and multiple dimensions and multiple timelines is amazing to me. Here are the positions: Imperial Emperor, Imperial Empress, Mafia rank underboss. Business role: Kuo Chief Operating Officer. Responsibilities: manages day-to-day operations, second in command in the mafia hierarchy, and Ku in the business corporation hierarchy. Empire Empress. Mafia rank consigliere. Business role: Chief Strategy Officer, CSO. Provides counsel and strategic advice. Trusted advisor in the peerage hierarchy and CSO in the business corporation hierarchy. Kinqui Mafia rank Caporegime Captain. Business role: Regional Manager. Responsibilities: manages specific territories or operations. Mid-level rank in the peerage hierarchy and Regional Manager in the business corporation hierarchy. Medium price tier: Grand Duke, Grand Duchess. Mafia rank soldiers. Business role: field agents. Responsibilities: carry out orders F. Various activities: lower rank in the peerage hierarchy and field agents in the business corporation hierarchy. Oh, forgot to mention this. Khagan Genghis Khan, the greatest emperor of Mongol and world history, is my most beloved and favorite advisor. I am descended from his grandson, Kublai Khan. We admire each other greatly, and I have his highest regard and respect and honor and praise for my service to humanity. One day very soon, within Eterna, we will ride. Wait a minute. Didn't my seer Nostradamus mention Genghis Khan appearing around this time period?